Alright, so today, so in continuation of what I've been posting in the um on the drive, the videos, so today we'll proceed with the other set. So that in our method classes we do a practical session on what we've learned so far. So today I'm going to talk about the outliner. So the outliner is this one here. It's so called scene collection. Now in the outliner is like the panel where all three objects you have on your scene whatsoever, whether it's a curve, a text, whatever you have on your 3D viewport will appear here. Now, for this is where you keep track of everything you have on your 3D viewport. Even if it's a camera, you'll still find it there. The camera, you can see, this is the camera here, but look at it here. So everything you have on your 3D viewport will always reflect um on your outliner. Now, the outliner also has some interesting features. For instance, you have this eyes. All these eyes is to hide. With this cube, I can hide the cube. I can reveal it. In this case, I have something even here another. Now, I have my UV sphere. As you can see it here. But the UV sphere is inside the cube. So I will need to hide this cube to touch the UV sphere. Because if I click on it now, I'm not really touching it. So I'll just click on this. Then I can hide the cube and just see my UV sphere, move it out of the way when we activate it. Now this eyes here, you can find it in your own. Now you may not find this arrow icon on your own. So to activate it, you click up here. You can see this filter. So this is here. Let me remove it. This is how yours should look like. But when I activate it back. Now with this, what it does is that your if I click on this, it helps you lock in location certain object. So if I click on this for this, let's assume this one. While I'm working, I don't want to touch this at all. I want it to be locked in position so that I will not mistakenly drag it around. I'll just click on this arrow here. So no matter what I do, I can actually touch it. See, but I can move this one around, but I can't move this one at all. So it has been locked. So, and this last icon here is called the hide in render. Hide in render is when you are rendering, let's assume this project now, when I'm through with it and I want to render it out, I want to export it for my clients or post on social media or YouTube, whatever. If I click on this now, everything here will render apart from this space. So as we go on in the class, I'll still show you how to hide in render and the like. So for now, that's it. So if I click on this, it deactivates this guy from the rendered, the final output, but it is active in the 3D viewport. Now, but if I click on this now, this one this one hides it on the 3D viewport, but it is active on the render because it is still active. But if you want to hide it on both the 3D viewport and the render output, you click on this and click on this. So you won't see it, but it is still here on the outliner. Okay. So the outliner, like I said earlier, is where on your everything you have on your on your 3D viewport are recorded here or are stored here. So if I delete here, if I delete something here, that's it. I click. If I click on this, I can delete. So shift A. So now we have this there. We have the Taurus. So I can delete from here also. So that's the beauty of having the outliner. The outliner gives you a list of um all the objects on your 3D workspace. Now, and also you can also rename. So in case this one now is called cube, I bring another one in. Now this I have two cubes here now. We have one that is cube one. We have this cube and we have cube dot 001. Now these two cubes they are together, but they are together in the same spot. So how I know is that I have two cube here, but I'm seeing just one cube here. So what I do, I can move one away. You see. So now this cube, let's assume this one, I want to change the name to something else. Let's say let me call it small cube. I will scale it down. So this one I will call it small cube. Then after I change the name, I will come here to the outliner, double click, and I will say small cube. So if I click on that and call it big cube. So if I'm through with this, as I'm through with this project and I close it down, if I come back again in the next 5 years, whatever, looking at the name I gave it, I will know that this is called build, this is a big cube, and this is a small cube. So one of the reasons why we rename our project or we rename our object so that in the industry when we work as a team. So when I'm through with one, I send it. When I'm through with my own part, let's say my own part is modeling, I send it to someone else to continue, probably the rigging or the sculpting part. All right. So that yeah. What other thing? Yeah. And also have it in mind that all these you can group them on the outliner. So let's assume I have more than one. I have more than one, as you can see. So I have this. So looking at this now, I have different ones, and they all share similar names. So I can select this now and say and press M. I press M, you see new collection. So I can give it a new name and say Cube Collection One and create. You can see. Let me call this one M again. Cube Collection 2. So so now I can still access this individually, but for adventure, I want to look for where this one is. Let me group this one also and press M. Let me give it Cube Collection 3. So we have three Cube Collection. We have Cube Collection 1, 2, 3. This is a beautiful thing. So what do we do next? The next thing we do is let's assume I want to hide Cube Collection 3. And just come here, like I said, to hide. I can hide this one now. So this is everything in that collection, which is like that group. Now I put them together in the same group. So when I hide one, everything hides. So that I can hide group collection one also. So I only have group collection two active. So this is how you create that group where you say, okay, fine. Let's assume you're creating a robot or 5 robots. So after you have created them, they have different parts. So you select all the parts and then group them and say robot one, or if your robot has a name, you can call it Danny, Alex, James, or robot one, robot two, robot three. So that after after a long day of work, probably you dropped the project for a while and you came back to continue. Now you come back or return to continue, you discover that you have 5 robots, but you don't know which is which. But if it is grouped, you know that this is robot A, this is robot B, this is robot C. So that's what the collection is. It helps you in an attempt to organize your workflow. It helps you organize your workflow from what is important to what is less important. Yeah. So that's that about the outliner. Now the outliner goes a long way in your 3D animation process, especially in Blender. It goes a long way. Please take note. And if you have any question, please put well to DM.